G'day guys, welcome back again. Hey, today is the day. What are we finally doing?
Finally putting the, whatever that's called, on the front.
The front end, the checker plate.
Yay!
All right guys, so last week we promised you that we were finally gonna have the front end put together, and we are. So, between the last episode and now, I came in, I got that timber that I stuffed up and cut wrong. I went and fixed it, and I've sealed up all the timber and chucked in the, what's the stuff called? Insulation. Polystyrene. So, it's looking neat. I'm very, very happy with that.
It does look very neat and tidy, doesn't it?
Yes.
Well done. Go
Thank you. Obviously, I used to build caravans, so that's not a big deal for me, doing that stuff. Stop it.
2,579,000.
Anyway, guys, I am so pumped to get this on. So what we have to do now is silicone it all up and put it on. So I was saying that like there should be heaps more. There's 2 stages, silicone, put it on. So what we're gonna do is, just like the rear, we're gonna chuck some sort of temporary screws in, but really it's the silicone that is doing all the job. Take that for a second, Erin. All right, so once again, we've got our couple of silicones. I've got my Sikaflex, which I'm gonna use on the frame, and then I've got just the Selleys translucent roof and gutter stuff, which I'm gonna use to join from the cladding, the aluminium cladding, to the checker plate. Now, I've said it before, caravans are 90% silicone pretty much. So we're gonna pump a heap of this in, and our next best friend, rags and terps. We're gonna go through a lot of it. So, I don't know how you feel about it, Erin, but this whole front is checker plate.
Right.
Yeah, so like obviously previous, it had that vinyl stuff up to about here, and realistically, like that's how much I'd like checker plate, but then we sort of destroyed all this cladding taking it off. So, I do think it's gonna look a little bit strange.
I do.
What do you reckon?
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, but it's gonna give it so much more protection because it's a solid checker plate front. But, you know, it is what it is. Tell us what you think. Do you think, before we put it on, it's gonna look weird?
It's not gonna change it because that's all we've got.
That's what we're doing, yeah. I mean, look, I could have gone out and sourced some more cladding and brought it down and then checker plated it from there, but I didn't, and I'm not gonna, so we're rolling with it. Anyway, really just got to get it on to be able to tell what it looks like.
Yeah, maybe we can make it look a bit like tie in with some stickers, or...
Yeah, but stickers don't go on checker plate well.
Spray paint it or something, I don't know.
I'm not spray painting it. Anyway.
I don't know why I bother throwing suggestions out, honestly.
She'll be right. It won't matter. It'll still look good.
We've got these 2 little helpers helping us again today. Surprisingly, that's what helpers do.
These 2 little helpers helping.
What do you reckon? What do you reckon it's going to look like?
Like a caravan.
Righto, Queen.
What'd she say?
She said, like a caravan.
Okay, we're going to start off by chucking the sticker on. So we're just chucking in the translucent silicone now, ready for the sheet to slide up in there. Okay, just watch yourself, kids. So this is our top piece, 1.6 millimeter checker plate. So it's really not that heavy. It is adding weight more than what the cladding was, but not too much. So, Erin.
Yes.
We'll get you on the ladder.
Okay.
So we're gonna, all our job is at the moment is 1, watch your fingers, because you'll probably get silicone on them, but it's all right, we've got terps. 2, we're just sliding the top in as far as it can go into that cladding joint.
Right.
And then we're gonna push it against it, and I'm gonna chuck a couple of screws in.
Okay.
Right, pick her up, probably grab it by the bottom.
My gosh, she's sharp in places.
Yep, just watch that wire, yep. Okay. All right, so give it a jiggle until it gets right up in there. How are you for left to right?
Oh, yep, silicone all over my fingers. Yeah.
Just making sure it's all right up in there.
When can I get this off my fingers?
Yeah. Just gonna give it all a tap. Thank you. All right, those screws are just temporary, just to hold it while that sticker goes off. Now, we need to clean off that silicone up top. So before, I was cutting little timber wedges. And what did you ask, Erin?
I said, what in the world are they for?
They are for this. Cleaning or wiping the silicone off.
Clever.
See that? So you don't have to use your finger or anything else. It's an old trick from when I used to build caravans. All right, what do we all think, guys?
Good.
First bit of checker plate is on.
I mean, I think it looks good so far.
Yeah. Does it look dicky, like we said?
I don't know, it's still hard to tell, I think, with an empty bottom.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's because it's not
right.
too much checker plate in your face just yet.
Like we said, it's not changing anyway, so regardless if all of you say, God, that looks terrible and crap, well.
Even if I don't like it, too bad.
Okay, so now we've got the joiner strip, so I'll check that that's going to work. We'll fix the joiner strip on, then we're ready to put our other bit on.
Can I just say, what happens if the joiner strip doesn't work? Now that you've already cut it.
Then we're up that creek without a paddle.
Okay.
What creek?
Schitt's Creek, you know, that TV show you like?
Oh. I don't like it.
Because if you say it with a C in it, it's not a swear word.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is our joiner strip, guys. And the idea is yeah, see, that'll work. Look, I did work it out properly.
Well
So
done.
that's going to go hard up there. I was actually really worried. I was looking at it going, Erin's going to kill me. I've stuffed this up. Kyron's going to kill me because he made all this for us.
True.
Another big shout out to Kyron from Platinum Welding. He cut and bent the checker plate for us and obviously made these front boot doors, which you're going to see in a second. Unbelievable. So another big thank you. All right, let's get this on. I'm going to silicone that up. Then I'm going to have to...
Does silicone go in here too?
Yeah, that's what I mean by silicone it up.
All right.
So I'm going to fill, so we pull it back out. So we're going to fill that groove up with silicone. Now you can see what this joiner was, is it had that sort of back plate all the way up, even on the other side, but I've cut it back because that angle wouldn't have
Right.
worked otherwise.
Okay.
So it looks a bit rough, but you'll never see that.
Okay.
All right, so let's silicone that up, chuck it off. Now I'm going to make sure I get lots and lots of silicone in this joint because this is the angle and we do not want water running down and leaking into here because we'll have the exact same problem once again. Your nose is itchy. You've got to use two hands for 1 second. Quick, quick, quick! Push that flush. Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
You got to flush it. Is that what he said?
This is a toilet. This is a toilet. I'm not gonna put it on the outside of the caravan.
Maybe.
Maybe we will. Maybe that's a new thing.
Yeah, maybe that's how we're going to be different.
Maybe when you're out in nature, you want to do a poo in front of the trees and the bears.
Koalas.
Bears. Where are we going with bears? Push it against it and run it along. But it's obviously a bit bumpy, so you gotta just glide it over. And then we grab that. You used to build caravans too? So, like I said, Terps is your friend. You end up using so much of it, and don't be scared. Soak your rag in it, just use heaps of it. Because once this is dry, you're gonna see every single bit of silicone you've left, because dirt will stick to it, dirt and dust. So we've just cut this top bit down. I've checked like 3 times to make sure. I hope it's gonna fit. But I think, Erin, we're gonna take this over and we'll do a dry fit.
Okay.
So that way we're not...
And what happens if it's wrong? We glue it back on, or?
We sit it on the ground, we walk out the door and never come back. I'm nervous,
We've got
Erin.
this here.
Hey?
So at least we've got this here. It will help hold things.
You ready? We'll angle it, yeah.
Oh, it needs to go back your way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like a glove.
So good. Oh. All right.
Woo!
All right. That's good. I was so worried then. Okay, let's walk it back because we'll have to get it out of the road. Yep. Watch the camera. Okay, so we're gonna silicone that up. We're gonna get the whole team in. Do you reckon there's gonna be arse action again?
I don't know if any butt power is going to be involved this week.
I tell you what, you've all got a good laugh out of that. The amount of comments about Erin using her arse in ways that have never been used. That sounds so bad. Hey, when we were doing it though, all I could think in my head was that Ice Cube song that you could do it, put your back into it.
You played that for me to gear me up.
You're supposed
before.
to sing the second bit.
I'm not singing
I can do it, put my ass into it. I think that's how it goes anyway.
Nobody needs to hear me sing, trust me.
My question is who was singing that song in their head while she was doing it? I wish there was no copyright and we could have played that. It would have been so good. All right, let's get this ready. Let's get this front bit on. All right, team, are we ready?
Yes.
Yes? Come on, bit more enthusiasm.
Yeah.
Yes. So what we're gonna do, kids, is Mum and I are gonna carry the front end over. We're gonna push it up and in, and then you guys are gonna push it up as hard as you can. Feel free to use your bums. It's the preferred method here. No? Okay. Okay.
Game day.
Yeah, battery's charged. All right, so let's try to line this up a little bit first. So, maybe.
This way more, I reckon.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm a bit short.
Okay.
And this is not far enough either. Get it? I'm short. Okay, we ready? Kids, one of you on my side, one on Mum's side. Oh, that bit's just not in just there. Yep, so angle it a bit more. Oh, yeah. How are you at the bottom now?
Good at the bottom, but at the top.
That's okay, because it gets covered by the J mold.
By like that much?
Yep. How confident does that sound?
Not very. Yes. Is that what I was
Okay, everyone let go and relax. She's on. Woohoo!
So this is what I was worried about here.
Yeah, so our J mold, which I went and picked up recently, is 30 mil. So it covers that far.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that where the end of the tape is, that's where it'll sit. That's just because everything's just a little bit not fully square. But that's okay. All right, Erin, what's your thoughts?
I actually like it.
I do. It is, I'm going to admit, it is super heavy on the metal look on the front.
Yeah.
There's a lot. I would have preferred if that wasn't up so high, but I don't hate it.
No, and that's
not the worst.
probably where most of the stone spray goes, so it's
Yes.
probably a good thing.
100%, yeah. Which is funny because remember when we looked over Bertha previous and I said I don't care about the dimples and the stone chips and
Turns
stuff?
out you do.
Yeah, it turns out I do a little bit. I lied. I'll talk you through this front a little bit. So you'll see that there's some weld lines along here. That's because Kyron's used, I think it's a 2 mil or a 2.5 mil. It'll be 2.5, I'm pretty sure. I'll write it on the screen, I'll double check it. But that's a thicker checker plate down the bottom because that's where the brunt, especially on these outsides, it's gonna take everything that's basically the car's throwing at it. And then also up around the top and the sides because of, just taking the door, it's gonna be a lot of sort of pressure every time you open the door on it. I won't open the doors at the moment because I want all that silicone to go off because I don't want to just muck around with it too much. So we'll leave them closed. I am so happy with that, Erin.
I feel like we should check the doors and make
Okay.
sure they open.
All right.
At least.
All right. You ready? Look at that.
Woo,
How good
okay.
does that look?
All right, I'm happy now.
All right, we'll check the other one too. Why not? Oh, that's so good.
It does look very neat,
It does.
doesn't it?
So you can see, all the timber. What's going to happen is I'm going to trim that up. I've got a bit of white, just angle alley, and I'm going to run that around. So that covers
okay.
up all that. That's the only thing. I might have to actually see this here, how it's just holding off a little bit. I might have to get a clamp.
And just clamp it in.
Yeah, which means I'll have to leave the doors open. Anyway, I've done my best to clean up the silicone around here. Now look, even though I did do a lot of this when I was working at Kedron, I'm not the best at cleaning silicone off. I never have been, but I'll do it to the best of my ability. But you'll still see a bit of dirt will stick to it once we get going out on the roads and stuff, but whatever, is what it is. I'm getting the list out because we have done nothing on it. Nothing has been ticked off.
Nothing on the must-do, no.
Are you ready?
Mm-hmm. Yay!
Yeah, we've done it. One thing.
8 weeks in and one thing.
Now we can start doing all this.
Okay.
Oh, and the other list.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm stoked though. It feels so good to finally achieve one thing. I'm stoked. I've said that about 5 times.
I know, you have.
I am just
What
truly
do you
stoked.
reckon? You think you're stoked?
Okay, now that we've got this front end on, we can talk to you about whether the toolbox is going to work. And I'm going to say no.
It's not a lot of space there, is it?
No. Look,
But would you get rid of these? Is that kind of the point of it?
well, yeah, we're going to have to relocate the gas bottles a bit further back. And
I thought
I'd like
you were talking about putting them in a toolbox or something. though.
Yeah, I
So-
was, but now you look here and so there's just not
a
much
lot-
room,
yeah,
eh?
it's not a lot of
Yeah,
space, is
you're
it?
going to have a toolbox this wide because these doors need clearance. It's just not going to work.
But so what's going to happen with the gas bottles then? Because
Well,
the door's not going to clear the gas bottles either.
So I've already been thinking and not telling you what I've been thinking.
Okay.
But I've been thinking we'll build some kind of flat plate, maybe even a bit of checker plate with weld in some bar across here, put a flat bit of checker plate here, and then we'll hug those gas bottles tight in between here.
Okay.
Yep, so gas bottles just move further back. That way we're not putting heaps of extra weight to, and really do we need, the toolbox was a want. Good with that?
I think so.
Have I got approval to go ahead? Come here. Celebration hug. We've done a thing.
We've done a thing. Can you tell we've been watching Clarkson's Farm? We've done a thing.
Oh, I didn't realise that's why we were saying it. I've done a thing. Anyway, watch that show if you haven't. It's good.
It's fun.
We're gonna wrap it up there. I think that's enough. We've got to kind of wait until that goes off so I can pull those screws out and start doing the J-mould. But yeah, make sure you're following along, guys, because we've still got a lot to do on this van and we're going to show you everything. And we're having a blast doing it. And thank you to everyone supporting us through this journey. It's been amazing.
It has. I feel like we say that at the end of every episode.
Well,
we get all sentimental and yeah.
Anyway, what else was I going to say? Oh, guys, Camp for a Cure. We obviously announced that recently, that 2025, the dates and everything. Still no tickets for sale yet, but please, if you are interested, sign up to, what is it?
campforacure.com.au.
Yeah, but this is a mailing list, subscription. What's it called?
The mailing list?
The mailing list, okay, yeah, sign up to that. So like I said, go to the website, sign up there. We'll let you know everything as details come out.
Yes, there is also an event on Facebook if you wanted to RSVP to that.
Oh, yeah.
We'll put some updates and whatnot in there as well.
Yep. But once again, I'm going to say thank you to Kyron from Platinum Welding. Absolutely amazing. Like, he did that off his own back. Like, he didn't ask for anything, and it's just absolutely amazing. So thank you so much,
so
mate.
many generous people in the world, you know? It's really
and
amazing.
Look, he's not the only one. So many other people have offered help and, you know, stuff to make our journey with this van easier. It's, if we haven't got back to you or haven't used whatever you got, it's not that we don't want to, it's just...
We appreciated all the offers, like even if you're just offering to lend a hand, you know, lifting something, it's all amazing and we appreciate it all.
Yeah, it's all much appreciated. We just sometimes we've already done that bit, or, you know, different reasons.
Or we're just not very good at getting back to people.
Anyway, that's enough rambling, guys. Thank you so much for watching again. Like, subscribe, all the good stuff. We'll see you next week.
See you then.